Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, dear viewers, joining us live on our fantastic series, The Call of Abraham. We've had so many fantastic series of the last few days. You've just seen our live coverage coming out of Saudi Arabia, where you got to see Sheikh Fuad and all those people involved in the program, shaking hands, giving each other hugs, concluding the end of The Call of Abraham in Saudi Arabia. But here in Cairo, we're still going, and we've got a fantastic program coming up where we're going to be looking at Hajj, and not just that, but looking at the 5 pillars of Islam and how they are interconnected with the rituals and the procedures of Hajj. Let me introduce also my dear viewers, the competition. Don't forget, we have a fantastic competition. The phone lines are going to be open. Actually, I think they are open and people have been calling in because we're a little bit delayed. We normally would be starting at 10 o'clock Cairo time sharp, but because of the very last program coming out of Saudi Arabia, it's been a slight delay. But that doesn't change anything. The competition is still running. 1,000 Saudi riyals are there still to be won. So do call us, do join us in this fantastic competition and join us in our discussion as well. I'm going to put my hand inside this vase and select the winner from last night's question. But before I do that, let me introduce to you our very special guest for the evening, who's going to be answering our questions, and then we'll come back and see who's won this £1,000. If I can begin by introducing Brother Ahmed Ramadan, who is a teacher and specializes in teaching soft skills. Brother Ahmed, I'd like to give you a warm welcome and say Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa barakatuh, and thank you so much, Mr. Junaid, for this kind of introduction, and happy Eid.
Okay, and Brother Ahmed, also, you know, we are giving away 1,000 Saudi riyals, yes, which is quite a lot of money. How do you feel about this whole competition and encouraging people to get involved in Islamic activities?
I believe it's a very nice and smart idea, and it's attractive. I can feel that you can ask questions and a lot of people are going to answer you, and you have it's very clear and pure competition, since you have vase and you are going to draw egg and you don't know who is the winner, so it's a very clear and pure one. I like it, seriously indeed.
Okay, thank you very much. So dear viewers, we've kept you waiting for nearly 45 minutes, so I know you're on the edge of your seats and you want to know who's won. I think yesterday we had our winner coming all the way from Nigeria, Sister Halima, so that's fantastic. Well done. Winners coming from all over the world, KSA, Egypt, Nigeria. But today, I wonder who's walking away with 1,000 Saudi riyals. Are we ready? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Right hand into the bowl. Bismillah. Okay. I'm moving the eggs around. Can you check that I'm being fair, Brother Ahmed?
Yes, you're fair.
Okay. You are like the United Nations, okay, checking that it's free and fair.
Yes.
Okay, Bismillah.
Bismillah.
And I've selected one. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, let's have a look. And we have Sister Amina from the KSA. Well done, Sister. MashaAllah, you have just won 1,000 Saudi riyals. Going back to the KSA, Sister Amina, well done. Congratulations. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase you in your rizq. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase you in your blessings, in your knowledge, and keep you an active member of our community. Well done, Sister Amina. Somebody will be contacting you very shortly. The question from last night was, what is the shortest surah inside of the Quran? And as Sister Amina from the KSA answered correctly, the shortest surah is Al-Kawthar. But what's the question for today? Are we ready? The phone lines are going to go crazy. Are we ready? All right. The question for today, for 1,000 Saudi riyals, is, what is the longest surah inside of the Quran? The phone lines are open. You've got 2 numbers. If you're calling outside of Egypt, don't forget to use the code. Let's get going.
Could I answer?
No, you're not allowed to answer because... All right, Brother Ahmed, let's begin with our discussion.
Okay.
So Islam has 5 pillars, and one of those 5 pillars is Hajj.
Yes.
What's the significance of Hajj being a pillar? Why is it so important?
Bismillah. First of all, that what I'm going to say when it comes to Hajj, Hajj is one of the most important pillars in Islam, since it has to do, you have to do it just only one life at a time. And also, I believe a little bit when it comes to comparison between this pillar and the other pillars, I believe it's the hardest one.
Sure.
Since when it comes to doing like Tawaf and Arafah and Muzdalifah, a lot of things that you have to do it. So that's why, and also you have to have like to maintain yourself financially while you are in Hajj.
Sure.
And not all the people or not all the Muslim can do this. So it's one of the hardest pillars, and also at the same time, it's one of the things that you have to do it, since you have to do Hajj, and if you cannot do it, also you can just pray for Allah, you can do it next year. I believe you have a phone call.
We have a phone call.
That's why I could see.
All right. We have Sister Shukri calling us. Assalamu alaikum, sister. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you, sister? Sister, are you with me?
Yeah. Hello?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Sister Shukri, what is the longest surah inside of the Quran?
Surah Al-Baqarah.
Okay, thank you very much. And Sister Shukri, what country are you calling from?
Egypt.
You're calling from Egypt, mashallah. Okay. All right, I'm not going to tell you if your answer is right or wrong. Stay on the phone. Somebody will continue talking to you. We thank you very much. So our first phone call comes from Egypt. I wonder who else is going to be calling us today. Phone lines are open. Get involved and see if you can win that large amount of money. Brother Ahmed, we were talking about how Hajj is one of the hardest worships that we could do, and we were talking about its importance.
Yes, like because we are telling, I'm telling you that when it comes to this Hajj as one of the most important pillars, number one, you have to maintain yourself financially and you maintain your home as well, because you are going to be abroad and you are going to leave your home if you are going to make the Hajj.
Sure.
Another call.
I'm going to interrupt you again. So this is going to be the theme of the evening.
Okay.
We have with us Abdul Salam from the KSA. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Switch your TV off and listen to me through the phone, please. Abdul Salam. My brother Abdul Salam.
Abdul Samad, not Abdul Salam.
Oh, sorry, Abdul Samad. Okay, how are you?
Fine, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So what's the answer? What's the longest surah in the Quran?
Surah Al-Baqarah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. How old are you, Abdul Samad?
14 years old.
14, mashallah. Excellent. Thank you very much. And we thank you for your phone call. Stay on the phone. Someone will continue talking to you. I understand we have a third caller lined up. Assalamu alaikum. We have Brother Jamil from the KSA. I love Brother Jamil's name. Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you? Brother Jamil.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Fine, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. What's the longest surah in the Quran?
Surah Baqarah.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Somebody will continue
Welcome.
talking to you as well. We appreciate your phone call, brothers and sisters. We've had 3 people call in so far, so you've got an opportunity of winning 1 in 4, the next caller. Do callers and do partake in the competition. Brother Ahmed, I apologize for cutting you. But I'm going to cut you again. We have another phone call. Assalamu alaikum. We have Brother Omar calling us from... Assalamu alaikum, Brother Omar. Okay, Brother Omar, the line got disconnected, but please do call us again. I would like to hear what your answer is. Brother Ahmed, we're looking at the pillars, and you were mentioning that Hajj is a very difficult act of worship. Why is that the case?
Because right now, for example, if I'm a married person and I have a family, and if I'm going to do perform a Hajj as one of the pillars of Islam, because you have to complete it as long as you have the ability to do it financially and physically and psychological way. So in that case, you have to maintain yourself while you are in Hajj and maintain your family. Also, at the same time, you have to sacrifice. You have a call.
Have
right?
another call. You're starting to recognize the expressions, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Sister Amina calling us from Nigeria. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
How are you, sister?
The longest surah in the Quran is Surah Al-Baqarah.
Okay, thank you very much. And all right, inshallah, we hope that your answer is correct, and we hope that you will win that money. Thank you very much. We have another phone call, mashallah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Sister Malik calling us from Egypt. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, alhamdulillah. What is the
Alhamdulillah.
longest surah inside of the Quran?
The long Quran is Baqarah.
Surah Al-Baqarah. Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah. Inshallah.
All right, inshallah. May Allah
Okay.
make you successful. Thank you very much for your phone call. And the
Thank you.
lines are open. Everybody get involved, take part of the competition. We have 5 people so far, I think, if I'm right, and do continue partaking. Brother Ahmed?
Are you sure? That's good.
All right.
Okay.
So, Brother Ahmed, you're going to have to forgive me. We're going to have
Yes,
to get
yes,
used
of
to
course. Yeah, I
this,
understand the stress. Yes.
Sure. So let's have a look at the Hajj as well. And
Yeah.
I want to have a look at, we've talked about the difficulty, as you made mention.
Yeah, when it comes to
physically and
financial part,
financially,
yes.
yeah. What about the first pillar of Islam is Tawheed, worshiping Allah alone.
Yes.
How do we see that inside of Hajj?
Because a lot of people right now from all different countries, from all over the world, from all the aspects, come to one place and worship only one God. And all of them have the same clothes. So in that case, you have a call?
I do.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much, Brother Ahmed.
Yes.
And the caller is actually, his name is Ahmed as well. Brother Ahmed, assalamu alaikum from Egypt.
Wa alaikum salam. Hello, how are you?
I am very well. And yourself?
Okay, I'm doing fine.
What's the longest surah in the Quran?
Okay, Al-Baqarah.
Okay, thank you very much. Brother Ahmed, if you win 1,000 Saudi riyals, what are you going to buy?
Sorry?
What are you looking to buy with the money?
What am I doing?
No, if you win the money,
Yes.
what will you buy?
What will I do?
Sure.
Yes, I think I will pay something for the goods.
Okay, mashallah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and keep the rest.
Okay. at least you are honest. At least you're honest. Mashallah. Thank you very much. Dear brothers and sisters, do call us like Brother Ahmed just did and answer the questions as well. And we've got another phone call, mashallah. Okay, Sister Mina from Egypt. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Mina. How are you?
Alaikum salam.
How are you, Sister? Sister Dina, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's the longest surah inside the Quran?
It's Al-Baqarah.
Okay, thank you very much. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, thank you very much. And stay on the phone. Somebody will continue talking to you. Dear viewers, the phone lines are open, as you can see and you can hear. Do join us on our program. Brother Ahmed,
Yes.
you're very patient with us today. Okay?
But I forgot the question.
You forgot the question?
Sorry.
Okay. No problem. The Tawheed, the
Tawheed,
worship
yes.
of Allah.
Yeah.
How do we see that inside of Hajj?
Like, for example, you can see here when it comes to Hajj, everything is unified. Even the way of dressing, the way of worshipping, even the way of takbir, everything, even the way of like the procedures of Hajj, sacrificing, praying, everything. So you're doing this only because we are worship Allah, we are respect, we would like to be good Muslims. So when it comes to Tawheed, each and every single one from all the worlds, from all the countries, doing the same everything with details. Why? Because we are doing uniting and
Sure.
unifying everything. So even the dresses. When it comes also, I believe you have a call or? Oh,
Sure, thank you
yeah,
very much.
Thank you
Brother
so
Ahmed.
much.
We have Sister Amina calling us from the KSA. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Amina.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you today?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Sister Amina, would you like to answer the question? What is the longest surah in the Quran?
Al-Baqarah.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well done. Thank you very much. Stay on the phone. Somebody will continue talking to you. We thank you for your phone call. Brothers and sisters from around the world, we've had phone calls from Egypt, phone calls from the KSA, and one phone call from Nigeria. Where are the rest of the people? Where's Sudan? Where is Libya? Where are all the other people from different countries? Please pick up your phones and call us and join the competition, not just to win 1,000 Saudi riyals, but also so we can hear your voice and hear your participation. Okay. All right, mashallah, we have Abdurrahman calling us from Egypt. Assalamu alaikum, Abdurrahman.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing good.
Good. So what's the longest surah in the Quran?
It's Surah Al-Baqarah.
Okay, very nice. Thank you very much. Abdurrahman, if you win 1,000 Saudi riyals, what are you going to buy?
Inshallah, I'm going to spend it in a good cause.
MashaAllah. Okay, sadaqah. Good. All right,
Ah.
well done. Thank you very much. We've got 9 people so far. Brother Ahmed,
That's
some
when it
people,
comes to, yeah.
even though they win 1,000, they want to still, mashallah, give it for Allah.
Yeah, mashallah, that's what I believe. That's what the good Muslim is. I believe all of us have like a good part in our hearts, but the whole matter is according to the standards or the community that we live in, each and every single person that, you have a call or?
No, sure.
I believe each and every single person would like to do his best, but maybe the circumstances not qualifying or not helping him to do his best or her best.
Sure.
But if you are going to look and search each and every single person, you can find that this person, the first priority to do the charity, the first priority to do the good things. And then we're going to come his person favors or something like this.
And Brother Ahmed, don't you find it amazing how Muslims are some of the most generous people in the world, always wanting to give and give and give?
Yes, let me just tell you something. There was very impressive situation happened in this Hajj. What happened? A lot of social media websites were speaking about a very white man helping a very black man by, he is old, the black man is old, like around 70, 75 or something. The young man is, I believe he's from America or Europe. He's like, you can find this on his skin and his hair, his eyes. He was helping him by just lifting him on his back and walking and do the tawaf. So if you're looking, this is like generosity, this is the instructions of Islam. That's what the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said about the help your friends, help your Muslim brothers, help your community. So even Rasulullah ﷺ, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, say Assalamu alaikum to anybody that you know or you don't know. Because this is one of the most common principles in our religion. As-salam, peace.
And it creates love between two people.
Yes, we have a lot of things that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said to how to create love between you and the other persons. Like for example, as-salam, tahadu, like change the gifts and presents.
Very nice.
Why? Because this is going to create something called the love between the hearts, the mutual respect and mutual love. Yeah, it is very nice. Sayyidina Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, I have left whatever you are going to abide by, you are not going to lose ever.
Okay.
Kitabullah, which is the whole Quran, and Sunnati, which is the Sirah Nabawiyya and Hadith.
Okay.
So if you are going to abide by, if you are going to follow these two things, that I believe you are going to be in the right track.
Okay, very nice. Thank you very much.
Most welcome.
Dear viewers, don't forget the competition is still open. We started a little bit late, so we're going to finish a little bit late as well. So the phone lines are going to be open for the next half an hour, 40 minutes. So do take part in our competition. 1,000 Saudi Riyals. And the question, I think, is very easy. Do you think it's very easy?
I wish I could answer.
He wishes he could answer.
It's very
and I'm going to
simple.
ask him, if you win, what would he spend his money on? Okay, we have Brother Hazim calling us from Egypt. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Hazim. Assalamu alaikum, Hazim.
Alaikum salam.
How are you doing?
Nice, very nice.
Alhamdulillah. What's the longest surah in the Quran?
It's a Surah Al-Baqarah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. Did you have a good Eid?
What?
Did you have a good Eid?
Yes.
Okay.
Amazing.
Amazing. What did you eat, Hazim?
I eat kawada.
Kawari.
Yes.
All right, very nice. Thank you very much, Brother Hazim. Dear viewers, do call us and join us on this beautiful program. Join us on this quiz. And what is the longest surah inside of the Quran? And if you're Egyptian, I might ask you what you eat. I'd like to hear about. Everyone likes kawari.
Yeah, because this is the best.
Egyptians love kawari.
Yes, Kawara, yes.
Okay.
I like.
All right. Abdullah from Egypt. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Okay, sister, switch your TV off and listen to me on the phone. What is the longest surah inside the Quran?
Surah Al-Baqarah, inshallah.
Okay, sister, are you sure?
I'm sure.
All right, mashallah. Thank you very much for your phone call.
Thank you.
Thank you, mashallah. May Allah bless you. Brothers and sisters, the phone lines are open. Join us on the competition and let's see who's going to win the money for today. Brother Ahmed, why do Egyptians like to eat so much kawari?
Not just only Kawara, we just like Kawara, liver, what could I say? How could I say in English? Mumbai, and a lot of things that I believe that Egypt is one of the most countries like very popular when it comes to famous in the years. Yeah, diverse. Yeah, between the food. No one can bear to eat kawara if he's not familiar with kawara, because because if you're gonna go with
Can
kawara,
you translate that for me in English? What is it?
Seriously, when it comes to kawara, I believe this is the cow legs or the buffalo legs.
The legs or the feet?
Legs, not the feet. Legs itself. Yes, but the lower, not the upper part, because this is going to be like meat.
All right. Thank you very much, Brother Ahmed. We'll come back to that in just a minute. But we have Brother Ryan from the KSA. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you doing, my brother?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah.
Good. What's the longest surah in the Quran?
Surah Al-Baqarah.
Okay, thank you very much. Did you have a good Eid?
Alhamdulillah, it was good.
Okay, and in the KSA, what did you eat for Eid?
Biryani.
Biryani, okay, mashallah. So, Pakistani food. Thank you very much, brother. And dear viewers, the phone lines are open. Please do join us and answer the questions. KSA, Egypt, Nigeria. We'd like to hear more phone calls, inshallah.
So, but let me just continue when it comes to kawara, because this is very important topic. The kawara is the part of of the knee till the feet. Okay. So, and include the feet. But what is the biryani is?
The Pakistani food, that's a rice mixed with meat, and it's all cooked in the same pot. So it's a very rich dish.
So which is nice, I believe.
So you invite me and I will invite you. So
I'm gonna give it a try.
All right, Brother Ahmed. Also, let's have a look now at we said Tawheed and Hajj.
Yes.
So how does the Tawheed of Allah manifest itself when people are doing tawaf? And how are we worshipping just one God, just doing in tawaf?
Because if you are going to focus a little bit when it comes to this part, you can find all the people doing the same everything, worshipping one God, saying even the dua and everything, it's the same. Even the talbiyah and you have a call or?
No, sure, go continue.
Yeah, of course. So you can find that everything and every person when it comes to tawaf doing the same. So this is unifying, or this is tawheed when it comes to this part. Also, let me just tell you something. You can find different colors, different mentalities, but worshipping one God.
Okay.
Different mentalities, but have the same everything when it comes to religion.
Okay.
So this is called unifying the people, uniting them in one thing, which is Allah, la ilaha illa huwa. There is no God but Allah.
Very nice. All right. Thank you very much, Brother Ahmed. Dear viewers, let's move over to a short report. And Brother Ahmed will watch this together, and then when we come back, we'll continue our discussion. The report is about eating little so you can live better. I mean, it's very important in these days. I don't know about you, but I saw so much meat in the last few days, I don't think I'm going to forget it for a long time. So let's watch this report, and then when we come back, we'll continue our discussion and continue with our competition. So I'll see you in just a few moments.
When I go to a Muslim country that has like proper gourmet, halal burgers, or even the UK, for example, I make sure the nafs, because when you want something like that and then you forbid yourself, that people fall off the wagon later.
You will.
Yeah, and it comes back even worse sometimes. Some of them even gain more weight. But if you start just to exercise and to eat healthy, and then every now and then, if you want like a certain sweet, a certain cake.
Right.
Like the other day at Eid, man, alhamdulillah, I'm on Hajj, they brought us some nice cakes. Let's eat.
But it needs a lot of discipline.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
It needs a lot of discipline, isn't it? Like you really need to train your body. Because if we are used to eating a certain amount of food on a daily basis, and you want to actually control your body, then you need to actually decrease it to a specific amount. And that means you need your body to adapt to it.
Even when you look in the Sunnah, the issue of the amount, it's amazing how all the professional trainers and they're all talking about the issue of 3 meals a day is actually a mistake. They say we should have like 5 small meals. And if you look at the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, when he talked about just having that which enough to suffice you. Your body.
Couple bites.
And then even a couple bites, and then having eating small portions with the 3 fingers as well.
Yeah.
All this shows, and only filling up a third. So we have the same thing in the Sunnah. We just need to benefit from it. Not filling up your stomach, not overeating. We have all of that. And most of the diseases people have today, it's from overeating. and eating unhealthy, subhanAllah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, dear viewers, joining us on the program The Call of Abraham. We just watched a short report talking about eating little so you can live better. Before we give our comments on that particular report, I would like to take a phone call from Brother Saif, who lives in Egypt. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Alaikum salam.
How are you doing, Saif? How are you?
Hello?
Hello. Brother Saif, what is the longest surah in the Quran?
Surah Al-Baqarah.
Are you sure? You sound like you want to change your mind.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Okay. You sound like you was going to change your mind.
What?
I said you sounded like you were going to change your answer.
No.
All right. Thank you very much, Brother Saif. Somebody will continue talking to you. And we have another phone call, mashallah. We have Brother Muhammad calling from the UK. MashaAllah. Brother Muhammad, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. What's the longest surah in the Quran?
Surah Baqarah.
Surah Baqarah. Okay. And how was your Eid?
Alhamdulillah.
What did you eat?
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, you can't eat that. But anyway, thank you very much for your phone call. We appreciate that very much. Our first phone call from the UK. Excellent. Dear brothers and sisters, continue calling us and giving us your answers as well. Brother Ahmed, now we would like to take some comments on what we just saw. The Prophet ﷺ, he said that Ayam al-Tashriq, Ayam aklin wa shurbin wa dhikrillah, the days of eating, drinking and remembering Allah. How important is it that we eat in these days?
I believe it's very important when it comes to this matter, since I love eating. But the whole matter is, you are eating just to be able to be alive, to be good, to be able to walk, to be able to talk, to speak, to play. But if you are just going everything, if you are going to beyond the extreme or exaggerating the limits, I believe it's going to be the opposite.
Okay.
Like for example, if you are overeating or overweighting, that will be affecting you badly.
Sure.
You will not be able to take your breath or something like this. Or even you will not be able to play, to move around, or go for hanging out or picnic or something like this. So I believe each and every single thing has a certain limit, never ever exceed it. I understand that I'm not applying this on me, but I believe that love eating, okay, but it has to be with a limit. And especially with like some certain fat food, like this, we can say kawara, it's fatty.
Okay.
We can say that fata, we can say, I believe biryani is a little bit fatty. As long as mabagbaka in Libya, I believe this is one of the best delicious food I have eaten before. It is nice, but at the same time it's fatty. So I believe do not exaggerate. If you would like to taste it, but
Sure.
don't take like a very huge amount of eating. That's what I believe when it comes to eating.
Okay, very nice. So, away from these days where we are told to celebrate, but outside these days, so you're recommending people take a healthy approach. The Prophet ﷺ said that your stomach should be divided into
yes.
three.
Yes.
Could you explain that hadith for us, please?
Yeah, your stomach should be divided to three. One to your breath, one to your drinking water, and the other one for your food.
Okay.
So, in that case, if you are going to take the three divisions for the three sections just only for the food, in this case, we're going to be a hassle. No, of course. So, what I'm trying to say is, you have to organize the stomach in order to avoid any kind of illness or sickness that comes to your mind that forbids, or comes to your stomach, or to avoid a stomach ache. Why? Because if you are going to eat or overeating or something like this, that's going to be affecting you badly, and also will find difficulty when it comes to breath,
Sure.
and you will not be able to be active. So I believe as long as if you are going to abide by al-hadith, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, which is thuluth to your water, and
Sure.
also like the other division or sector will be for your breath, and the other division or the last division will be for your eating or food.
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Ahmed, for that response. Dear viewers, another gentle reminder of our question. What is the longest surah inside of the Quran? Pick up your phones, answer the question. We're still live. We started a little bit late, so we're going to be finishing a little bit late. We have another good 20 minutes, so it's enough time for people to call and to take away 1,000 Saudi riyals. I understand we have another phone call. Brother Ahmed calling us from Egypt. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Ahmed.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
How are you, brother?
What?
How are you?
I'm fine. Fine, thank you.
Good. What's the longest surah in the Quran?
Surah Al-Baqarah.
Okay, thank you very much. I have one more question. Brother Ahmed,
Yes.
what did you eat for Eid?
I eat fast and kawari.
All right, thank you very much, Brother Ahmed. I appreciate that very much. Okay, all the Ahmeds are eating kawari.
Yeah, it's
So
the best.
we have Brother Sayyid calling from Egypt. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you, Brother Sayyid?
Fine, and you?
Alhamdulillah. Brother Sayyid, what is the longest surah in the Quran?
The longest surah in the Quran is Surah Al-Baqarah.
Are you sure?
Surah Al-Baqarah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure. Yes.
It sounds like pretty sure.
It is the easiest question you ask.
I thought maybe you wanted to check or do some research.
No, I don't want to check if I'm 50 years old and I'm Muslim.
MashaAllah.
How come I don't know?
Allah bless you. Brother Said, one more question. What did you eat for Eid?
What did you say?
What did you eat for Eid?
Yeah, meat, of course.
Meat,
Kawara.
Kawara as well. Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel sorry for all the cow's legs. All right. So brother,
And the tail of the
Tail.
cow. Yeah.
Yes.
all right, Brother Said, thank you very much. You're 50 years old, but you have a heart of a young man. May Allah
MashaAllah.
protect you. May Allah preserve you. And may everybody continue calling. The Egyptians are really, really enjoying the kawari. So I want to know what other people are eating as well. Thank you very much. Do call us and do answer the question. What is the longest surah inside of the Quran? Brother Ahmed, I don't know what to say.
Yes, it's number one, ranked number one, Kawara.
I think.
But I believe he said something else which is very nice, which is the tail of the buffalo or the tail of...
Oh, what is that called?
In Egypt? Hakawi.
Okay, does that taste nice as well?
It's amazing while you are doing that in oven or something like this, close to potatoes. Man, you make me hungry, please.
Okay, mashallah. So we've had 16 people calling. Dear brothers and sisters, we're still live for another 15-20 minutes. Join us on our fantastic discussion talking about the question being, what is the longest surah inside of the Quran? All right, Brother Ahmed, I want to now also look at these days people in the Hajj are taking their pebbles and throwing them at the shaitan, as it is said.
Yes.
And how does that reflect Tawheed or the worship of Allah?
I believe it is like all the people, one of the most important procedures in order to complete the Hajj is like throwing the shaitan or satan with the stones. Why? Because that's one, a lot of people say they are feeling positive energy when they are doing so, because they are just like making revenge or something like this. They are visualizing Satan, and this, of course, it has like a kind of justification, I understand. But when it comes to people, a lot of people throwing a lot of things, not just on the stones, like maybe shoes, maybe yes, I swear I saw it before. Maybe shoes, maybe papers, anything comes to my mind. A lot of people insulting, even they do not even imagine that, hey, you are a son of... What is that? Okay, I understand that you are feeling bad when it comes to Satan, but just we have to abide by the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ way when he did this, or the companions. Okay, just the stones, and this is have to be, I believe, 7 stones to be able to throw the Satan. But this is, I believe, one of the most important standards or major factors when it comes to Tawheed.
Okay.
Because a lot of people or a lot of Hajj must do this when it comes to Hajj.
Okay, excellent. Brother Ahmed, I'm glad you said shoes and umbrellas. Nobody will pick up their friend and throw their friend inside. All right, thank you very much. Dear viewers, continue calling us. What is the longest surah inside of the Quran? The phone lines are still open. The competition is still running. We've had 16 fantastic phone calls. Our last call was from our brother Saeed, who made us all laugh. Thank you very much. Continue calling us. Continue speaking to us. So, Brother Ahmed, also I would like to talk about another pillar of Islam, and that is charity. Giving money, giving something for the poor or giving to the needy. How do we see that in the days of Hajj? For those in Hajj and outside as well.
I believe charity is one of the most beautiful pillars in Islam. Why? Because a charity doesn't make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala become angry. الصدقة تطفئ غضب الرب. Number one. Number two, if you would like to keep everything organized in any country, you have to know that in your money, there is a part of your money should be going to the poor people.
Very nice.
Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that you have to make charity in order to be able a kind of communication, because our religion is very organized religion. It's very nice religion. Each and every single part in our religion refers to something in our life. So charity is the best. Also, when it comes to the charity in Hajj, I believe this. Nothing can express about how the other people feel, how they can feel. Not just only charity with money, maybe charity with helping you, offering you help, offering you drink or juice or food or whatever. So I believe everything when it comes to Islam is organized and counted. So that's what I can see.
Very nice. And also, Brother Ahmed, you know, when we, the people who are doing Hajj, they will do the sacrifice.
Yeah, sacrifice, yes.
Where they will make sacrifice. The meat itself is distributed to the poor people.
Yes.
So how amazing is Islam that on this day, how many millions of goats or sheep have been sacrificed and have been distributed around the world?
Yeah, which is perfect. And let me tell you something, that the dead people would like to return back to life. Just to do what? To يتصدق.
Okay.
رب الجان يتصدق. So he would like to get back to the life to provide charity to the other people.
Sure.
So if he is going to sacrifice after Salat al-Eid or after doing his instructions when it comes to Hajj, I believe. So you have to distribute meat to the other people, to share or participate them in. You cannot see the smile, the smile in their eyes when they are getting the meat, or where, not just because they are going to eat it. No, because you feel the need, and they know that them would like to be with you. They would like to eat, taste food, taste meat. They like that you feel them. Because you know that they do not find a place to buy meat because everything is expensive nowadays.
Sure.
And they would like to cheer or to chill their children or make them happy, and they cannot do this. Why? Because they do not have money to buy their stuff when it comes to making food or making new clothes or something like this. So again and again, charity not just only with food, charity
Sure.
not just not with money. Maybe you have to have to participate or share with money, food, juice, clothes, even with the good word.
All right, thank you very much. But Ahmed, I want to now move on a little bit. We've had a look at, mashallah, explaining in detail about how we worship Allah during the different parts of Hajj. But a Muslim's iman is not complete unless he fulfills his worship of Allah and also fulfills his rights with the people. But I'll come back to my question in just a second. We've got another phone call. Let me take this and then I will come back. Sister Habiba calling us from Egypt. MashaAllah. Sister Habiba, how are you today?
Hi.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
How are you?
Alhamdulillah. And you?
What?
What's the longest surah inside the Quran?
The longest surah in Quran is Al-Baqarah.
Okay. And how old are you, Sister Habiba?
My other is 12.
12, mashallah, very young. Thank you, very nice, Sister Habiba. Stay on the phone. Somebody will continue talking to you. We appreciate that very much. Look how diverse and how beautiful Huda TV is. We have people as young as 8 or 12 years old calling us, and we have people also as young as 50 years old calling us as well. So beautiful. I understand we have another phone call. Sister Hiba. And she's also from Egypt. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Hiba.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Alhamdulillah. And what is the longest surah inside the Quran?
It's Al-Baqarah.
Okay, are you sure?
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you very much. Sister Hiba, before you go, can you tell me what did you eat on the day of Eid?
Meat, of course.
Is there any particular name of the meat?
No.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I thought you might say something. But all right, thank you very much. The phone lines are still open, my dear brothers. my dear sisters, all of you, please call us, give us the answer to the question, what is the longest surah inside the Quran? Oh, we have another phone call, mashallah. Kelly, okay, brother Kelly from Chad, mashallah, from Chad. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum salam, Sheikh. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, brother, how are you?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
Good. Brother, what is the longest surah in the Quran?
It is Surah Al-Baqarah.
Okay. And brother Kelly, what did you eat? I want to know about Chad food. What did you eat on Yom al-Eid?
Well, we eat rice.
Rice. What's the name of the rice? You can tell me in Chad.
I didn't hear you.
What's the name of the rice?
Well, fried rice.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for giving us that extra information. We appreciate that very much. And stay on the phone. Somebody will continue talking to you. My dear brothers, my dear sisters, continue calling us, giving us your answers to the questions. 1,000 Saudi riyals are waiting for you. That's 1,000. Okay? Pick up the phones and give me your answers. Brother Ahmed,
yes,
would
mashallah,
you like to
according
answer
to
the question?
yeah, mashallah, according to the callers, I believe that you need box, not need
We've run out of eggs. What are we going to do now? All right, great.
Yes.
So, Brother Ahmed, unfortunately, you can't answer the question.
Yes,
But
I
you
hope
can
so.
answer my follow-up question.
Yes, okay.
So we said that Islam consists of ibadat, worshipping Allah, tawheed, hajj. We talked about this. There's also mu'amalat, that dealing with human beings. Now, how important is it that a Muslim, especially after coming back from hajj, learns how to be good, have good manners, have good etiquettes, and be good in society?
Yes, I believe when it comes to Islam, teaches you how to communicate with the other people, how to communicate with the other community. I believe there was like a funeral for a Jewish person, and that person and Prophet Muhammad ﷺ stand up, and they said, Ya Rasulullah, why you are standing up? He said that this is a soul and we have to respect it. So Prophet Muhammad ﷺ respects even the dead person from the other religion.
Sure.
So this is a kind of communication, this is kind of respect. So we have to respect, we have to communicate. Even if you are communicating with the person, this person doesn't communicate with you in a very good way, do your part. Do your part with saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Do your part with asking him or her why there is a kind of problem between communicating with us.
Sure.
So in that case, you have to analyze everything. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe you did something wrong. So we have to forget about this and we have to start a new page because we are Muslims. We have to be one hand, united.
Sure.
Prophet Muhammad ﷺ gave us a lot of examples when it comes to this matter and how to communicate even with the disbelievers.
Okay.
When he entered Kaaba, when he entered Mecca.
Okay, we've got another phone call. We have Brother Abdullah calling us from Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Abdullah. Assalamu alaikum. Brother Abdullah. Assalamu alaikum.
820.
So, what is the longest surah in the Quran?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. What is the longest surah in the Quran?
That's Surah Baqarah.
Okay, thank you very much. Brother Abdullah, before you go, in Pakistan, what did you eat on Eid?
Well, I'm from Pakistan, but I live in Egypt, so just a normal Egyptian thing.
Okay, tell me, what did you eat? What was the normal Egyptian food?
Well, there's a difference between Egyptian and Pakistani food. All food has its own qualities. So.
All right, Abdullah, thank you very much for your phone call. He's being politically correct there.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much. We have Salah from Pakistan. MashaAllah,
Wow.
people from Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Okay, sorry, from Sudan, not Pakistan. Okay. So, I am good, alhamdulillah. How are you, Salah?
I'm fine. How about you?
Alhamdulillah. What's the longest surah in the Quran?
The longest surah in Quran is Surah Al-Baqarah.
Surah Al-Baqarah. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure.
100%. You don't want to change your mind? Brother Salah? All right, okay, I think I scared him then. What do you think? All right, thank you very much, Brother Salah, for your phone call. That's 20 people. Keep calling us, keep answering the questions. What is the longest surah inside the Quran? We are still going for another 5 or 10 minutes, so keep calling us. Enough time to earn 1,000 Saudi Riyals. We have another phone call. Sister Shahida from KSA. Sister Shahida, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. How are you, sister?
Alhamdulillah.
What is the longest surah inside the Quran?
Surah Baqarah.
Okay, thank you very much. Sister Shahida, before you leave, in the KSA, what did you eat on the day of Eid?
Fried liver.
Fried liver, mashallah. Okay, that sounds very tasty. Okay, thank you very much, Sister Shahida. May Allah make you successful, and we hope that you inspire other people as well. Dear viewers, continue calling us. The phone lines are open, and we want to give away 1,000 Saudi Riyals. Phoners qualify for the answer. Brother Ahmed, I can't hold myself back. I have to ask you this question. Have you eaten fried liver?
Yeah, an idea. Yes.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's a taste. It's amazing.
Okay.
You can find it, which is a lot of sauce, and you can with the white bread. I believe it's tasty, very tasty. You have to try it. Did you try it before?
I think after this program, you will get me some food. Okay. All right. We have 2 minutes left.
Yes.
I want to ask you as well the importance of good behavior. And now people are coming back from Hajj. We're coming out of Dhul Hijjah. You know, theoretically, we should be a better society. Tell us about that.
I believe that good behavior is a sign of the person, him or herself. Like, for example, how could I know you from your behavior? If you have a good behavior and you are dealing with me in a very nice way, so in that case, even if I have a different point of view or a different mentality, I can communicate with you. I actually can. Why? Because of your behavior. It allows me to communicate with you. And a good behavior also is a sign of your religion. Like, Islam as a religion gives you like some certain steps to have your a good behavior. Like, number one, you have to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah between all of the brothers, and also at the same time you have to have a good way of communication, I believe, and you have a call, right?
And that's a good form of communication, yes. So I will come back to you in a second.
Yes, the eye contact.
All right, we have Sister Maggie calling us from Egypt. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Wa alaikum assalam, Brother Junaid, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. And yourself?
I'm doing fine, thank you for asking.
Okay, it's very good to hear you contributing to the competition.
Thank you, brother.
So what is the longest surah in the Quran?
The longest surah in the Quran is Surah Al-Baqarah, inshallah.
Okay, you sound confident.
I'm 100% positive.
All right, thank you very much, Sister Maggie. Inshallah ta'ala, may Allah make you successful. And you will find, inshallah, tomorrow, hopefully we'll see who the winner is. Stay on the phone, someone will continue talking to you as well. Before I end, Brother Ahmed, in conclusion, what is your advice for those who are coming back from Hajj and from those of us who are here? Very briefly.
Very briefly, for the person they came back from Hajj, keep the same spirit, keep the same behavior of Hajj, keep the same way of dealing while you were in Saudi Arabia. Come back with this behavior. For the people that didn't go to Saudi Arabia, pray, because I believe as long as you believe Allah will going to do it for you, I believe next year, inshallah, you're going to be on Arafat.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brother Ahmed. I would like to thank you for coming to the studio, taking your busy time out, and also being patient with me, constantly interrupting you through your questions. So thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much.
Okay. And I conclude by saying Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
All right, dear viewers, we have come to the end of our program. I can still hear all the phones ringing, people wanting to contribute. So, do we have another phone call? No, okay. I thought we had another last person trying to get the 1,000 Saudi Riyals there. We'd like to thank all 22 people who managed to get through to our phones, all the young people as young as 8 and 13 and some as young as 50, mashallah. Thank you all very much for contributing to our program. And we never know, tomorrow we might be live and offering another 1,000 Saudi Riyals, but just stay in tune with us and we will give you an update on that as well. But I'd like to conclude and say one thing. Now that the days, the Ayyam al-Tashriq, the days of Hajj are coming to a close, the whole point or the purpose of Hajj is a new start, a fresh start, so that all of our sins are forgiven and we start a new life. Now I ask you a question. If every year millions of people go to the house of Allah, come back purified, theoretically our societies should be better off, should be progressive, should be cleaner, should be more prosperous. But is that really our societies? Is that the result that we are seeing? If not, then my dear brothers and sisters, we need to change ourselves. We need to purify ourselves, become better Muslims, better with Allah, and importantly, better with fellow human beings. This is the perfection of one's Islam. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and partaking in our competition. A special thanks to our brother Ahmed. And I'd like to conclude here, and possibly I might see you tomorrow. So stay tuned. So until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.